Right, good morning, good morning. This morning I'm going to be talking about the human trafficking in Katy, Texas. And first of all, I want to say happy Valentine to you all. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Happy Valentine to you all this morning, the 14th of February 2016. But my scope this morning is about the human trafficking that happened recently in Texas. There is a lady who I will call her Miss Nanny because her real name was not revealed, which is really good. And the couple that enslaved her for 2 years are Chudy and Sandra Nsobundu in Katy, Texas. And I'm so happy that she got help. She got help through somebody calling the National Human Trafficking Resource Center. So let me give you that number. That number is 1888 373 7888. 1888 373 7888. That is the National Human Trafficking Resource Center. If you find out that somebody might be a victim of human trafficking or somebody is being enslaved, you can call that number and they will connect the person with a local organization closest to the person. And I think somebody called and the National Human Trafficking Resource Center was able to connect the lady, the nanny, with the good morning. How are you? Where are you joining me from? Good morning. Happy Valentine. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much. Thanks. And I'm talking about the lady that was trafficked by a couple in Texas. She was working with them as a nanny. And, I was looking at the different stories for a couple of days now. Thanks. And one of the things, this couple committed was visa fraud because they made up documents that was used to bring her here. Oh, hello, how are you? So visa fraud. They were also accused of withholding documents. So I want to tell you all out there, if you just came to the United States, whether you are coming to meet your family, thank you. Whether you are coming to meet your family, whether you are coming to meet your husband, whether you are coming to meet your wife, whether you are coming to meet a friend, oh, Hollywood, thanks for joining. Whether you are coming to work for somebody and they collect your document to say thanks, you are kind too, to say they're helping you to keep it. That is red flag. Red flag, red flag, red flag. So I want victims to be able to start identifying themselves, because it's helpful when you can identify yourself as a victim and reach out for help. So if somebody takes your document, that is a red flag. And I don't know if she knew that her documents were being forged from Nigeria to come here. If you are coming from a different country and they are forging documents for you to go to another country, human trafficking, you might become a victim of labor trafficking or a victim of sex trafficking. That is another red flag. And then harboring, so they were keeping her in the house. They don't give her the freedom to go out at will. She was always working from early in the morning to really late at night, like early the next morning, like from 5:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. Oh God. She was really enslaved. And they did so many horrible things. They didn't give her medical help. This lady had issue with one of her hands. They promised to take her to the hospital to get it corrected. They didn't do that. And then they denied her food. They also made her to drink the strained milk from their kids' cereal. That is, I'm originally from Nigeria, but right now I live in Minnesota. And oh, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry, people. I was just so much into this story because I'm so mad. But my name is Bukola Oriola, and I'm a speaker, I'm an advocate, I'm a mentor, I'm a survivor of labor trafficking myself, and I advocate for victims and survivors of human trafficking and domestic abuse. I founded a non-profit organization called the Anyton Story. The Anyton Story's mission is to advocate for victims and empower survivors of human trafficking. Labor, sorry, labor, my accent, labor, Labor. So there are 3 types of human trafficking according to the United Nations. There is labor, Labor, exploitation of your labor. So if you are working and somebody is taking the money, that is labor trafficking, exploitation of your labor. And then somebody is not paying you for the work. So in the case of this nanny, she was working and she was not being paid for her job. Hello, yes, no, don't be sorry, I understand, accent, so labor trafficking. And then there is sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is when somebody is exploited for their sex, so they are making them to have sex with different people and somebody else is collecting the money. That is sex. And then organ trafficking, the person could be alive or could be dead and they take part of their body to sell. So that is organ trafficking. But in the United States, the focus really of the federal government is on labor trafficking and sex trafficking. And I'm talking about a real case right now that broke out last week. It's all over in the news. Just Google couple in Texas that trafficked nanny or couple in Texas that enslaved nanny. Yes, I'm blocking people. Yeah, people that are rude, I'm blocking them because this is serious talk I'm talking about here. There are people who are out there that need to hear this. There are people who are out there that need help. So that is why I am doing this. That is why I put my own face to my story to be able to help others. So I want you to be able to share this information with people and learn, because I'm in Texas. I'm sorry, I said I'm in Texas. I'm in Minnesota. Thank you. How old am I? Google my name, Bukola Oriola. You'll find out how old I am. So let's get back to the story. So they were giving us strained milk from the... Thank you. They're giving us strained milk from their kids' cereal. I have a child, a 9-year-old. I can't even imagine drinking his leftover milk from his cereal. I don't think I can do it. And then that's what this couple are doing to their staff. That is inhumane. People, please, that is not good. And then, they beat her. They call her stupid. They call her names. So if you're working with somebody as a domestic help, or you are living with somebody and they're calling you names, they take your travel information from you, your documents, please, red flag. They're making you to work and not paying you, and she didn't know they were not paying her. They promised her paying her $100 a month. That is little amount of money for the amount of work she's doing. Hey, my Russia people, how are you? Thanks for joining. They were collecting, so much from her, taking her for 2 years. She was working for over... thanks for joining. Thank you for Kazakhstan. Thanks. And they were making her work more than 8 hours a day, and they were not paying her. That is unfair. So please, that is a red flag. If somebody is complaining to you, if you happen to come in contact with somebody that is telling you some of these things I'm mentioning, please reach out for help for them. Tell them help is available. Contact me. I'm Bukola Oriola on Facebook. I'm Bukola Oriola on Twitter. I'm Bukola Oriola on Periscope. Please follow me. This is my focus area. This is what I talk about and how people can get help. Follow me. And I want to tell you that I'm going to be in Dallas this week. I don't know if I will be able to get in contact with this lady. Thank you. But I'm going to be in Dallas, and I hope that I will have the time to be able to scope from Dallas so that I can talk to you guys from Dallas on what I found out. I will try as much as possible to see if I can find out more about the nanny, and then tell you more. And I think I will be doing more again about this, and I'm going to do a story on it, breakdown of these different elements to watch out for, to be able to identify quickly if you're a victim. I live in Minnesota. If you're a victim or know somebody that might be a victim, so that they can get help. Help is available in the United States. Help is available. So please call for help. Help is available. The National Human Trafficking Resource Center hotline again is 1-888-373-7888. 1-888-373-7888. Please, help is available. And I would like to say thank you all for joining me this morning. My name is Bukola Oriola. I'm a speaker, an advocate, a mentor, an entrepreneur, and I didn't tell you this, a member of the U.S. Advisory Council on Human Trafficking. And I will leave you now. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy Valentine's. What can I say about Kazakhstan? I would like to say happy Valentine to Kazakhstan, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you are following. Invite your friends to follow, and I do hope to talk to you again. Please go to my website and sign up to receive my updates on all the work I'm doing on human trafficking and entrepreneurship. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.